What is going on, Lucid fans? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to give you a quick summary of the factors that caused Lucid to go up as much as it did, go over some updated data points very relevant to a lot of investors, and tie it all together with some technical analysis. But you guys know the deal. Before I start, smash the thumbs up, subscribe if you are new. Don't forget to join as a member. Link is in the description below. Show your support. And one final thing I want to bring to your attention, there is a new broker just for March only. There is a massive promo. If you do click the link below and sign up, you get one free stock valued up to $3,500. Deposit just $1, you get another stock valued up to $3,500, and you get one share of NEO. So for just depositing $1, you get two stocks valued up to $3,500 each and one share of NEO. So an amazing deal. Take advantage of it. Link is in the description below. With that, let's get right to it. So looking on the intraday chart, very exciting for a lot of Lucid investors. Starting to pull back a little bit, but given the circumstances of what we were at, and I don't think any investors are actually arguing the fact that we're pulling back a little bit, and that's relatively healthy anyways. But right now, there's a lot of different factors that aided in us going up as much as it did. But first, just want to go over the live ticker. So you can see it's up 5.09%, 27.5 million as far as volume, 54.9 the average, and block volume is 3.5 million shares being purchased by institutions and hedge funds today alone. And that is one factor that's been causing it to go up as much as it did. I know technically 3.5 isn't that much, but given the circumstances of what we have been and the trend it's been on, that definitely stands out. Normally, we've only been between the 1 to 2 million per day, and it's been substantially lower. So today is a very good sign for hopefully a lot more positives to come from it. And in addition to that, we all know oil is at $124.02. I've been bringing that up at the last couple of videos on how much it actually is affecting the overall economy. And right now there was an oil ban from the States as far as importing Russian oil. So that is a very big sign, especially a good step in the right direction. And the market definitely did appreciate that, because ultimately the Feds did say that increase in commodity and oil prices will result in higher inflation. And we all know what inflation means, higher interest rates. So this is one thing that definitely a lot of growth stocks is appreciating, is that there is going to be at least steps being done to prevent hopefully a lot of massive overinflation. So this is one thing as well that has been aiding in that. So in reality, like I said, very exciting for a lot of Lucid investors, and clearly institutions have been backing up the bus. And one final thing that I do feel that has been causing Lucid to go up as much as it did, in addition to other growth stocks, is our friend Jim Cramer. He did say that investors who are buying high growth stocks won't last long in the market, and that basically is a stupid idea. So it's very funny. So hats off to you, Jim Cramer. Once again, you are aiding in us going up. So that is one factor as well, just icing on the cake, that I do feel that once Jim Cramer does say that it's time to sell, that means we are at the bottom. So that's one thing as well I just want you guys to factor in. Obviously, I'm joking, but again, if you do believe in that Jim Cramer curse of whatever he says is the opposite, then you never know. This might be the true bottom. But like I said, I'm just going to go over some updated data points, starting with short interest. And again, I bring up short interest not necessarily because I think it's going to be a squeeze, but these individuals are contrary to what we actually do believe. So right now, 1778 is the short interest, up roughly about 2% from 1 week prior. Utilization is still at 100%. So that means 100% of the available shares to short are currently out. And looking at the day-by-day change, it actually is up 0.38%, which works out to be 872,000 shares being additionally shorted. And one final thing I want to bring to your attention is cost to borrow. Cost to borrow average is 43.81%. So very, very costly for shorts to maintain their position. And that has gone up considerably. Even yesterday, I believe is around 25%. So it's gone up a lot. So showing that the market makers are actually charging a lot more because they do feel that we are at the bottom. And again, coming from a short standpoint, it's not really worth the risk to short Lucid at this level. And that's one thing I really do like to go over short interest, because again, this is a very bullish signal for those of us that are long. In addition to that, I just want to go over some options activity. So options activity today, that there was $6.84 million worth of options being done today, with 49% of them being positive. So that's a good takeaway, especially considering yesterday was only 4%, and with $16.65 million worth of options being done. So that is a very good change of events. Again, there's a lot of bullish signals that's coming out, and in addition to, like I said, there's a lot of positives, things that are causing us to stay up and keep us up. And with that though, I did tentatively bring up oil and obviously the inflation, aka, and then interest rates, all connected, all dominoes. And so like I said, there is upcoming news that is coming out on March 16th. We all know that, I'm sure, the Feds are making a decision on rates, so that might be something for us to worry about. Ideally, if we only do get 0.25%, then we are going to go through a massive massive rally, especially considering that the consensus now feels that is going to be around a 50-point increase. If it is only of 0.25%, then this is going to go through a massive rally. So that's one thing as well for us to look forward to. In addition to that, in earlier that day, there is also retail sales that'll show the consumer sentiment as far as the overall spending amount. So this is going to be a very big day coming next week. So this is very interesting to see that we're up as much as we are, especially on the week before this. And finally, I'm just going to tie it all together with some technical analysis. So looking at the chart at the 50, 100, 200-day moving averages, Bollinger Bands, RSI, stochastic, and momentum. So looking on the actual chart, you can see the number of buyers has been maintaining their position. Stochastic, there is no actual defined trend. If anything, you can kind of see the vague start of a little bit more of a divergence, black line above the red. So that's something hopefully that will come later this week that shows a little bit more signs of life. And RSI is currently at 42. And looking on the actual chart, we are still lower percentile of the Bollinger Band. We had a massive rally. I'm sure all of us saw that. Very exciting. But we are getting very close to, and hopefully tomorrow we have enough momentum to actually get from the lower to the higher percentile of the Bollinger Band. In reality, this couldn't get any better. There's a lot of bullish signals on the actual technicals, like I've already gone through. There's a lot of bullish signals in general for Lucid. So right now, despite it being up as much as it is, still a great time to buy in, still at a significant discount. And those are all just my opinion. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence at the end of the day. With all that said though, let me know your thoughts on Lucid. And if you have been buying, give yourself a shout out in the comments below. I like when you guys do that because it gives a lot of good support, and we are a very good community and we kind of bring each other up. And I really do like that and I appreciate a lot of investors that actually aid in helping in that. But with that though, don't forget to smash the thumbs up and subscribe. And if you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With all that said, I appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on Lucid.